All right, so I was sitting around today doing absolutely nothing and being as lazy as a fucking aluminum can when I suddenly remembered this story that I've been wanting to tell you guys for a little bit. So let's jump right into it. Now, this is the story about the time that I basically was caught climbing the roof at my old job. All right, it's a pretty funny one. And so, yeah, let's jump into it. All right, this all takes place when I was about 17 years old, okay, a junior in high school. At this time, I worked at a donut and a coffee shop, pretty popular where I live, actually, pretty popular all over America. America runs on them. Okay, it was a Dunkin', okay? I used to work at a Dunkin'. I'm not gonna give you guys riddles like I'm the fucking Sphinx or a troll under a bridge. It was a Dunkin', all right? I used to work there from when I was 15. I don't work there anymore. I work somewhere else now. But my job at Dunkin' was pretty good. Basically, I was just, serving coffee and donuts and making food and serving food and taking orders and making coffee and more fucking coffee and serving up more coffee and fucking spilling coffee and preparing coffee. Um, yeah, I got the job when I was 15, which in New Jersey, where I live, that's not allowed. You're supposed to be 16. And so I don't know what my manager at the time, did to get me in the place, but whatever. I got the job. That's what's important. Now I worked with this guy who we're gonna call Eric. All right. And Eric was one of those coworkers where when you saw his name on the schedule with you, you were just jumping for joy. Like he was one of the most fun coworkers ever. I don't talk to him anymore. Eric, if you're out there and you're watching this, Daddy misses you. Come home, okay? Uh, but yeah, I used to work with this guy. All right, we'll call him Eric. So he was just really fun. We'd always fuck around with each other. I remember one time, well, not one time, it was every fucking Saturday morning because the shifts I'd work the Saturday morning shift, which is one of the most busiest shifts you can ever fucking do. And I remember we would go in the freezer to take out like the frozen stuff like the sausage and the bacon and stuff and the eggs, and we would just mess around in there because it'd get like below zero. And I remember this one time it was really fucking foggy and we were like running at each other. Here, I'll throw up the video.
Fucking movie.
Go. Holy shit.
But yeah, no, it was great. And I remember this one time he's like, "Here, I want to show you something." And we walk out of the store while it's like pretty busy, and he brings me to the back of the store and there was a ladder. Now, this ladder goes up to obviously the roof. But the thing about this ladder was that normally it was padlocked. For some reason there was no padlock on it. So I asked him, "Where's the padlock? Normally it's locked." And he's like, "Oh, the maintenance guy had to go up there a few days ago and just forgot. So I've just been taking all my breaks up there." And I was like, "Shit, like, okay, pretty fucking cool." And so I'm like, "Are we gonna go up there?" And he's like, "Yeah, later on when it's not too busy, like we'll go up and we'll just chill out up there." And I was like, "All right, bet." So later on in the shift, all right, it starts to die down a little bit. So we're like an hour away from going home. People are starting to, stop coming to Dunkin' so fucking much. And we decide now's the perfect time to climb up on the roof. So we go up there and honestly, it's awesome. There's a really good view of like the fucking highway, you know? And when I say really good view, I mean not really good. It's overlooking the highway. How good of a view can that be? But behind the store was like a woodsy area and like grassland, so that was actually pretty nice. And so we went up there and we were just chilling, right? We had there was a football up there that I think one of the kids threw because there was like this group of kids that would come by and always mess around with us. I remember they threw the ball and we said that we weren't going to go get it because it's up on the roof. So there was the ball up there. We were just throwing the football around. Pretty fun. Maybe about 15, 20 minutes goes by and I'm like, all right, let's get down before somebody catches us. So we climb down and yeah, we finish up the rest of our shift. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, Sam, you just said that you were caught getting, like, climbing up. Like, what the fuck is the story? You fucking monkey, you fucking reptile looking bitch. I'm unsubscribing, I'm blocking you, I'm coming to your house. Chill, all right? Just chill. Like, we'll get to that part. Hold on, all right? So a few weeks goes by and we haven't been up on the roof since. And then one day we're like, you know what? Let's go up on the roof again. But this time we're gonna do it when it's fucking busy as shit, right? In the middle of the shift during a rush, we sneak out the door and we want to go up on the roof. It was really nice out that day. It was really like warm and sunny. It was during the springtime. So we climb up and keep in mind the Dunkin was full of people, like full of customers. So I'm assuming they could hear us up on the roof stepping and stuff like that. And then I remember we were throwing the football like always, and I go to catch it, but I slip because it had rained like the night before, so the roof was still kind of wet. I slipped and fell and landed on my shoulder, and it was so loud because the roof is like metal, so you just hear like this sound of this giant thing just slamming into metal. And I was like, oh shit, like they definitely just heard that. And it's silent, and then a few seconds later I hear the back door swing open, and I hear my manager going, what the fuck? Sam, Aaron, or Eric, sorry, I forgot how to fucking call him. Are you guys up on the fucking roof? And we are making no sound. We think we're being sneaky, and then all of a sudden we just hear someone climbing up the ladder. And I'm like, okay, like we're fucked. Like this is it, you know, goodbye Dunkin' job. I loved you. And he goes there and he's like, what the fuck are you two doing up here? It is busy as fuck in the store. We need you. This is absolutely unfucking acceptable. Like, get the fuck down there and get back to work right fucking now. And we're like, yep, I heard that. So we both quickly climb down. We go back into the store, meeting a bunch of angry customers because they all just got their fucking ears raped by this loud banging sound. And yeah, we work the rest of the shift. And throughout, when the end of the shift comes and it's time to go home, we get held up by my manager. And somebody walks in. I check who it is. It's the district manager and the owner of the store. Our manager called up both of these people to basically rat on us, right? That we were doing what we were doing. Now, was he doing the right thing by telling them about this? Yeah. Was I also pissed that he did this because I was 17 years old and thought it was reasonable for me to go up there? Yeah, I did. Okay. And they sat both of us down and we both got lectured. Probably the hardest I've ever been lectured. Like a harder lecture than my parents have ever given me. That's not true. My parents have given me very hard lectures. And in a nutshell, they said, if you ever do that bullshit again, we will fire you. And yeah, that's it. They sent us on our way. They sent us home. And I walked out of the store, clocked out, thinking, wow, I somehow didn't just I didn't get fired for what I did. Maybe they didn't fire me and Eric because technically the maintenance guy didn't lock it, so it is also kind of his fault. Or maybe they were just giving us another chance because, I was a minor, like I was a kid. Eric wasn't, he was in his 20s. But I don't know. Maybe they just liked us that much, maybe we were that important to the team. But yeah, that's the story. I have more Duncan stories. I also went up on the roof again, and I will definitely tell you guys another one of those stories. Now, just want to say thank you so much for all the support that you guys have given me so far on this channel. I really appreciate it. Please keep on liking, subscribing, and commenting. It means a lot to me, more than you'll ever know. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.